Greetings, citizens. This is Lieutenant Commander Mr. Everything coming at you with an important announcement from the UEE Navy. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, the Lions, is recruiting. Be a part of something great. Join now. We are looking for new and veteran players. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron is a UEE Navy carrier-based squadron. If you're looking for a disciplined, well-trained unit, join now. Not only do we want combat professions, but we need first-person marine experts, merchants, miners, salvage. All professions are welcome in the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Our mission is to protect the UEE and its citizens. Join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Expected missions would be anti-piracy, anti-smuggling, fleet protection, search and rescue, convoy escort, bounty hunting, exploration, mining, salvage, asset protection, cargo hauls, to name a few. Join now and see the galaxy. We have an organization page on the RSI website, as well as the forums in Spectrum, and we have our very own Discord. Role-playing is encouraged, but not mandatory. The galaxy awaits. Join now. Whether you're casual or competitive, we're looking for committed players. We're based on a World War II U.S. Navy Air Squadron theme. Our focus
Alright, hello again everybody. This is Derek and I'm coming back at you with some more Star Citizen. If you've been following my channel and you've been watching my videos, you notice that I've taken a hiatus from Star Citizen. I played a lot of Skyrim. I've been playing 2 or 3 hours of Skyrim every night. So what I've decided to do is kind of alternate, go a little bit back and forth. Primarily Skyrim, but every maybe 2 or 3 times a week do some Star Citizen as well. I know 4.2 is coming out shortly. Looking forward to that. I know it's got a lot of problems, but I'm still looking forward to it. All right, we're in. There was something I was planning on doing tonight during the stream, but I thought that, or I should say I reconsidered it. I don't think we need to do it. What I can do is just go ahead and try to earn some cash. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some hauling missions. Because if we look at that's my inventory, here's my multi-glass. I'm trying to remember the keystrokes. I have 300,000, which isn't shabby, but it's not millions, right? Obviously. So we're going to try to earn some credits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into my Zeus, and then we're going to do some standard basic you know, bare bones cargo hauling just to earn some credits. Easy credits. I mean, there's a lot of ways that we could do to make credits faster, but would mean I would need to put in some effort. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to put any effort in. I'm a lazy son of a bitch. Now I understand this is still Fleet Week. Whoops, that's a good thing to check. Okay, I've got some med pens right there. Which one is empty? Oh hell, I got 7. Okay, I filled them all up. Okay, good. Great, did you hear that? Yeah, sound is cutting in and out.
Momentarily.
Yeah, audio cutting in and out. But if that's my only problem tonight, then I'll be so happy. Yeah, I've got a little bit of a stomach virus going on right now. I took some Kaopectate to hopefully kind of settle it down. But I want everybody to know in my stream, it's chronic. I have this all the time. My doctor has actually given me some medicine for it. I've already taken the medicine. Let's see if it kicks in and helps out. But if you come to my stream, expect 2 or 3 times during the stream me, or no, not 2 or 3, maybe 1 or 2 times me jumping up and having to run to the bathroom. Now, are we at the spaceport? We are.
The capsule will be leaving the station.
Okay, the plan was for me to log in and pull out my Hornet, which I looked at Arena Commander about an hour ago or so, and it's not showing that I have a Hornet, which it might have been removed during the last wipe because I bought it with in-game currency. But I do have a Saber, and that's my go-to dogfighter. But I had actually deleted the game. I was trying to reinstall Skyrim, and okay, let me get through here. I think I've already set this. Give me a second. I'm looking through the settings. And I deleted my saved settings.
Hello, and welcome to New Babbage, capital city of microtech, where creative innovation meets innovative creativity.
Yeah, I don't care about any of that. Let me get the graphics. Okay, I think all that's good to go. I'll have to go through and, whoops.
Hi, and welcome to New Babbage.
I'll have to look at that later. But what I was going to do was, I was going to pull out one of my Hornets, well, my only Hornet, and I was going to jot down, take notes on, okay, there's a little flash on the screen here.
Keep a careful watch on all personal items. From the best in shopping.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval
Be sure
System.
to visit New Babbage's renowned promenade.
Oh, I do have a Hornet, it's right there. Oh, I didn't deliver it, that's why. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and deliver it.
Tired of travel? Why not rest at the Nest's newly renovated accommodation? Located downtown.
But the Zeus is the one we're going to be using today.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
The audio
Hello,
is
and
so
welcome
messed
to New
up.
Babbage, capital city of microtech, where creative innovation meets innovative creativity.
You hear that? It's like someone is talking and then like this, and you can't understand what they're saying.
Hello, and welcome to New Babbage, capital city of microtech, where creative innovation meets innovative creativity. Located in the plaza.
The girl that voices the intercom lady, she seems like a pretty cool woman. I've watched a couple of her live streams where she plays Star Citizen or watches Star Citizen content or something like that. I thought she was pretty cool. Why do I have a... I don't know what it is, but I just put it in my pocket. There's a tractor. I gotta make sure my tractor works. Yeah, it seems to be working. I want to press R to holster, but that's Skyrim. Wait, is it in this game as well? It is. Okay, so I've got my Zeus here, and I'm gonna take some cargo missions. Let's go ahead and let's do that. Now that would be under contracts, and I keep getting distracted. Let me just stop, sit back, and say this. I was going to do a video of me going through and making a list of everything to the minute details of what I wanted to discuss during my flight school. Because my squadron, the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, I'm creating a series of videos that will help new pilots understand their ship, how to fly, how to quantum, how to land, how to take off, all that, basically everything. And I'm going to break it up into chapters. I was going to have like, one of them specifically was going to be the HUD. Another one was going to be specifically like flight surfaces, flying in the atmosphere, stuff like that. Another one was going to be on quantum travel, the map, stuff like that. But I want to make the videos concise, but also comprehensive. So I wanted to make a list so that I didn't constantly go, the next thing I want to talk about is this or that. I wanted to have, not a script, but at least bullet points of everything I wanted to talk about. And that's what I was going to do, that by prepping ahead of time to create my flight manual. Now, I already have a flight manual on our website. It actually includes the Sabre, the official Sabre flight manual, which I thought was pretty cool. It's done by CIG. Because our go-to fighter in the squadron is the Sabre or the Hornet. And because we're role-playing as the Navy, 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. It could very well be the Lightning. It can be the Gladius. It could be any of the official naval fighters. It wouldn't be something like an Arrow or a Buccaneer, nothing like that, right? But all that knowledge would easily translate over to other ships. But specifically, the HUD is the most complicated part of your ship to understand. Like what each of the symbols are and what they mean and how they interact with your ship. So I wanted to make sure that I touched on those in detail. Okay, but I decided I'm not going to do that on camera. I'll do that off camera. Okay, I'm noticing I'm getting like a really horrible FPS right now. My FPS is crap. It just jumped. Okay. It just jumped up to like good FPS. Okay, I was getting ready to log out and log back in another server. I wonder if it was my mobiGlas. No, my mobiGlas is doing fine. Okay, contracts, hauling. Now we have 128 SCU on the in the Zeus, but it's hard to put 128 in there without cramming it in. Plus, I want to go through these and see where the pickup and where the drop-off is. And I want to pick up maybe 3 or 4 that are all going to be delivered to the same location. So that's my plan. Okay, so guys, give me a second. This is number 1. I have to go use the bathroom, and I will be back in just a minute. Remember I said 1 or 2 times during the stream I'll have to get up? All right. That wasn't very fulfilling. Here, let me get out of this. Move just a little bit, just in case it wants to time me out. Yeah, I'm gonna take one of my pills. Okay, so that was the first time. Now I wonder how long I last before I've got to go a second time. I hope it's not any time soon. Actually, it might be right away. Because that first time, nothing really happened. Okay, so what do we got? We got pick up somewhere and take to Port Trussler. Pick up a couple of places, deliver to Port Trussler. All that, deliver to Port Trussler. I think we're going to do those. The Port Trussler ones, I think we can do that. So there's 10. Um, 22. $22, 33 is what I'm counting. $33, 44. Oh my gosh, okay. 44, 49, 10, 11. That's 55. I'll be flying all over the place, picking all this stuff up. I wasn't being very judicial. Okay, this is too much. That's way too much. I wouldn't have the cargo space. I'm sitting at 55 right now. $66. Okay, let's just stop and let's just do these. Okay, let's go here first. Yeah, I'm really struggling, guys. I'm holding it in. I got this really upset stomach and a need to use the bathroom, but it's kind of like a false alarm, and I think I can hold it, but I might need to go. I might need to go, is what I'm saying. I don't remember how to do anything.
Landing gear raised. Shields are off. M is not the map. I need to go to S4LD13. Should be able to go straight there. Drive is now on.
It's taking me a second to get used to the controls. I've been playing too much Skyrim.
Quantum drive is now off.
Really? Okay, we'll just pick it up from here first. harder this might be. I think I've got like 6 different places I've got to go to collect cargo.
Quantum drive is now off.
Hello, guards. Hopefully you're not going to block me from getting my stuff. Oh no! It's broke! It doesn't look broke. Yes, it's tanked. Yeah, and this guy down here, he's blocking the landing zone. Yeah, these are open. Kind of hard to fly when your FPS is so low. Okay. We're gonna switch servers, and I'm gonna do it right now. Which means my ship is probably going to be destroyed. I don't even care. The elevators are borked. And the FPS is so low. I normally don't get this crappy FPS. I don't know what's going on. Now I did try the Australian servers. But in the past, I was getting good FPS in the Australian servers and not good FPS in the US servers. So I would never log into the US because my FPS would be horrible. And my understanding is that some of the US servers are currently being used for the PTU 4.2. So that would make it even worse. But I could be wrong. I don't know how they really organize all that. And if I continue to have horrible FPS, I'm just going to give up and switch over to Skyrim. Okay, I'm not even going to wait. Just laying there in bed, my FPS is horrible. Let's try the US. Let's just give it a shot. My stomach is growling at me. It's overturning. You would think that the closer you are to the region that you're trying to load would give you the best FPS, but actually it doesn't. What it does give you is a lower ping rate. Okay, I'm gonna get up out of bed. The FPS is okay. I'm gonna try something. Yep, raising my graphics level improved my FPS. But all those missions are gone because I switched servers. I didn't collect any cargo anyway. Let's just see if the graphics can maintain. Okay, I'm getting a spike in graphics. That's good. It shows my GPU usage is about 70%, which previously, just a moment ago, it was like 96%. So this is, for some reason, it's like lighter on the GPU. And the CPU usage dropped about 5 or 6 points as well. Now this is just based on this NVIDIA thing, widget or whatever I've got loaded on my screen.
The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
Hey Pico.
Careful, doors are now closing.
I can't put you in my backpack. GPU jumped a bunch, close to 100, while we're flying through here. But my CPU dropped. Oh, it's very weird. Like it flip-flopped. And my FPS is horrible. Mediocre. Let's say mediocre, not horrible, it's mediocre. Plus I'm streaming using the same computer that I'm playing on. So that puts a little bit of, well, my streaming software is only using 5% of my
station momentarily.
CPU. 6%. 5.7, 6%. Hello, Marianne. He's like armed to the teeth. Then again, so am I. And look at, okay, all these dead people, that usually is a sign that they got fed up and something happened on this server, like things weren't working or it got stuck or something, so they just gave up.
From all of us at Microtech, welcome to the New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport. Remember, your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch on all personal items.
Why did he got his gun out? Hopefully he's not killing all these people.
Tired of travel? Why not rest at the best?
That's not a good sign.
Located downtown, luxurious Sci-Fi drive.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
My guess is I'll have to claim this.
For the latest updates on ship availability
Your
and
insurance
base
claim
times,
has been sent.
please use one of the conveniently located terminals.
It's 10 minutes or 2 minutes.
Thank you.
I keep hitting tab thinking that's going to
The
go back.
Empire leader in cutting-edge technology.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Because I'm playing in Skyrim mode. Oh, my FPS just tanked horribly. Okay, that was US. I can't play under 10 FPS, just can't do it. CIG, I can't do it. My graphics card, my processor is not old. It is a couple of years old, but it's not old. You know, I'm not playing on a i5. I'm playing on an i7. Ninth generation. Not like my old i7 7th generation. When I was playing on my 7th generation, I was getting huge FPS. Way better than this 9th generation one. There is, just because it's a later generation doesn't make it a better processor. I found through my limited knowledge of processors, but because it's an overclocked processor and it's a 9th generation processor, I thought it would be better. But actually, I think it was a vertical upgrade. I don't think it was an actual upgrade. And part of the reason why is my 7th generation processor had 8 cores. Oh, this is horrible FPS. Okay, no, it's not. It's actually going up. This is actually good FPS. It had 8 cores, but each core was split into 2. So technically, it had 16 cores. And this 9th generation processor also has 8 cores, and I didn't realize that it couldn't be split into 2. They are 8 solid cores, which I guess it's supposed to be better on temperature and on like malfunctions and stuff like that, but less on processor speed or power. So the next time I get a processor, I'm really going to take a look at it, about the cores, if they can be doubled. Yeah, this is not a good FPS. You can see the people are kind of jittery. It's above 10, but it's still horrible. I mean, it's pathetic, actually. Okay, so we're gonna really look at these options here. Graphical options. Now I am playing at 1440. I guess I could play at something else like 1080 or something. I hate to do that though. are my choices here? Is that Vulcan? Is that what it said? Let's turn this upscaling off. Okay, that made the FPS even worse. And I do mean way worse. Let's see if auto does anything. Oh, FPS just dropped again. Okay. FPS just jumped way up. Auto upscaling. Okay. Let's see if it lasts. When I have a 30 FPS, I consider that to be a win. And it's actually higher than 30. It's like 35. Not much higher, but it is higher. It's a smooth game at this point. He knows what's up. I wonder if this works. Nope. How about this? Nope. How about that? Nope. This? Nope. Okay, none of those work. Okay, so my emote hotkeys are gone.
The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily. Careful, doors are now closing. Capsule now approaching station. Nearing next stop.
FPS keeps going down, down, down.
The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
Okay, we're going to try something.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers. The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
FPS is horrible. I understand it's New Babbage, and New Babbage has its problems. I'm putting everything on low just to see what it does. Okay, I can't see my FPS counter, but it's 3 times the hot. It's 3 times, and it's still not bad resolution. Looks like all those graphics settings that I was looking at affects my GPU, because currently my CPU is still close to 100%.
Remember, your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch on all personal items.
FPS is still horrible. It was okay in the elevator.
From the best in shopping, dining, and entertainment, be sure to visit New Babbage's renowned promenade.
I would think that in my instance of my personal hangar, my FPS should skyrocket, you would think, because nobody else is in there. It's not really relevant to anybody else on the server. It's just one big large room.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Yeah, my Zeus is good to go. FPS is horrible.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, I am done struggling with the FPS. I don't know, I want to play this game so bad,
You don't know how much I want to play this game. I really want to play this game. But when the FPS is as low as it is, I have a hard time playing it. Just playing it. Not even, like if I got into a firefight with another player, I would be owned. Not that I'm seeking any firefights out, because I'm not. But you never know, sometimes that happens. If I get into a firefight with an NPC, like if I try to do a bunker mission, I'm going to be owned because my FPS is so low. And when I go to these bunkers, it might or might not drop again. And if the FPS just tanks, then if my FPS just tanks, then it just makes the situation worse. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. I don't think any of this here affects my FPS at all. This is gameplay stuff. How it interacts with you. I think auto was better. I think. Quality low, I can't live with. I wanted to use some of my GPU. Okay. Some people say they turn this off. How do you turn it off? There's no off option. And I don't know what this does. But I heard that once you put it on high, it starts using your GPU. Okay, maybe the sharpening, maybe that is putting a strain. Because I did up that recently. Okay, my FPS is in a good spot right now. Let's see if I can get through one mission.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I was getting ready to bail on you guys.
Your vehicle
Not
has
really,
been
not
delivered to the
bailing you
following
guys, but
location.
bailing this game. I was getting ready to jump into some Skyrim.
Please visit us again.
Okay,
Goodbye.
let's see if I can finish one mission. If I can do one mission, I can do more than that. Let's start at the bottom. Work our way up. And I don't mind going to Tressler like that. Let's see, there is a 77. There's an 81. I don't want to travel all the way across the galaxy. Just to do this test.
And I'm gonna have to hand load and unload this stuff. So I don't want it. Okay, here we go. How big are these? 8 SU? I can't carry 8 SU boxes. They won't fit in the back of my... I don't think they'll fit very properly. Because they're too high. And 2 is in the number 2 high. And my cargo hold is only 3 high. So if I can't stack them. I wouldn't be able to stack them. Just got to know your machine. Okay, but that's 8 SU as well. I don't care if it's a small amount, like dollar-wise. Whoa, that's a good amount. Why is that? Go to Port Trussler, collect all this stuff, then go to LD01, LD13. So you got to go to 3 places to drop it off. All right, we're going to take that mission. We're going to track it. All right, guys, let's see what we can do here. I got to go to Port Trussler first to pick everything up. And it feels like I'm running very slowly, which I actually appreciate if they've added that in because I'm wearing heavy armor. FPS is not doing well. It was doing okay there for a second. That's a 0. Okay. That's not a 0. All right, my stomach is kind of settled down a little bit. That's good.
Welcome to Orange Swiss Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
Whoa, that's not good. My FPS is less than 10 right now. So I noticed I got these tips popping up on the right side of my screen. How do I get rid of those? I'm sure it's game setting. It's something to do with control tips or show hints. It's got to be one of these two. Tips I thought were the things at the bottom, and hints was like where medbed is. Could be opposites. Extra careful because of low FPS. I've crashed before. Man, really low FPS.
Landing gear deployed.
Is my hangar on the other side or is it on this side? Looks like it's here on this side. Is all over the place. My dead zone, I like have no dead zone at all. I'm gonna have to fix that. Crap. that door closing? Uh-huh. Okay, while we're waiting here. Mouse sensitivity. Bring that down just a little bit. Light. Movement. Isn't there a dead space thing? I thought it was under Y. Maybe it's edit curves. What? I don't know if this is true. Okay, virtual joystick mode. That's exactly what I'm using, virtual joystick. I don't know. Everything's going really slow. You can, oh man, my FPS. It's killing me. Why is my FPS killing me? And that door is not open. See, that's open for him. stomach pain is back. You know what? I can't play it like this. This is ridiculous. Fix your FPS. I'm not going to be able to complete this mission. I'm just going to go ahead and log out. I'm going to quit the game, actually, guys. Sorry about that. I'm quitting. I'm going to quit the desktop. Now, I might log into some Skyrim and play a little Skyrim here in about 15 minutes. I'm going to run to the bathroom. That's compacting? Compiling? Whatever. But basically, I'm struggling with Star Citizen, but I'm also struggling with my stomach. And with both of them, it just made it so I'm sitting here super frustrated with the game, and I just don't have any patience to continue because of my personal, like my gastral problems. But added on top of that, I was fluctuating. Okay. I had like 45 FPS on a normal situation, but when I got next to that space station, it dropped to like 7. That's right, 7. I just can't play like that. They got to figure something out. I don't know what's going on. A couple of patches ago, back in 3.24 or whatever it was, 4.0, I wasn't having these problems. 4.1, I'm having these problems, and they're saying that 4.2 is going to be worse. But we'll see. We'll see when it gets released if it is actually, in fact, worse or not. I can play off stream, you know, in on my own, and I can use Arena Commander or whatever to do what I need to do for my notes and my flight school videos that I want to make. But I don't know if I want to make them until 4.2 comes out. That's what I'm kind of wondering. And even then, my understanding is that let's get rid of the launcher. Even then, my understanding is that there's still going to be even more flight model changes coming down the road. They're talking about the thrusters, how you can't do like nose down because your retro thrusters are not as strong as your bottom thrusters. Totally understand that and totally agree with that. But that's a change. And any changes just mean that I would have to redo the video. Another one is instead of instead of like immediate response on your jinking, they're now going to add a little bit of a gradual. So you don't, when you're flying, you don't just go push the left button and go psh, push the right button and go psh. No, it's going to be push the left button and go psh, put the right button and go psh, and then come back. You know, it's going to be, you have to fight you're going to have to fight your momentum to be able to get it to come back. Because currently, there is no momentum. There is momentum, but it's immediately counteracted by your button presses. Another thing they're going to be working on is weight. The weight of your ship is going to impact how your thrusters interact with your ship. So that's going to be a change. And then the next one, which is probably the most impactful, is the way you manage your energy. If you put more energy into engines, your engines will be more efficient. They will provide more thrust, which means you can obtain higher. See, right now they have a cap on how fast your ship can go. And it doesn't matter how many pips you put into energy. It doesn't matter which engines you have on your ship. Nothing. It doesn't matter about anything. Every ship has a cap on their velocity, how fast they can go. And it's based on this ship. But in the future patch, it's going to be based on how much energy you put into your engines. It's going to be based on how much thrust your engines can provide, and it's going to be based on how much weight you're carrying and how streamlined your ship is. Basically, a bunch of different factors that's going to determine what your maximum velocity is. So one Sabre might have a 1234, but another Sabre might have a 1300. Another Sabre, if he's really loaded down with missiles and the heaviest guns he can get, he might be down to 1200. So it matters. What I'm trying to say is it will matter. And so what that's going to do is that's going to affect the game, but it's also going to affect my instructional videos that I want to make. So I want all those things to be in the game and working properly before I make a video on how to fly your ship. But for my personal squadron, the people that are playing, they need to know how to play now. Any new player that signs up, especially after Squadron 42 comes out and we get a bunch of players joining, they're going to need to know how to fly now, not later when certain features go into the game. So I need to make a how to fly now video. But in those videos, I want to focus on things that no matter what the changes are in the game, the instructional video will still be the same. What I mean by that is when I talk about coupled or decoupled motion, just one of many topics that I'm going to be talking about. Coupled or decoupled motion. What that means, how it's displayed on the HUD, those things won't change. What might change is how you get there, or what button you have to press to activate, or the weight of your ship might affect how decoupled mode works, or something, right? There might be some modifiers. I don't know. I'm just pulling stuff out of my ass. Those things are irrelevant when it comes to describing what decoupled is and what it means
And that's basically my videos are going to be about what it is, not what it how the game makes it happen, right? I want to try to explain it in a way that no matter what the changes are in the game, people will still understand, well, decoupled means this, or whatever. I'm just using that as an example. But all right, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Give me about 10 minutes or so. I think I might jump back into some Skyrim. I might not. But stay tuned. All right, guys. You guys take care.